Upon opening the digiChart application, the first thing that you will notice is your schedule. The medical check-in portion of the application is where a user can document pertinent vitals, initial lab work, allergies and adverse reactions, medications, preferred pharmacies, alerts, and any applicable implantable devices. You'll notice that throughout the course of a visit, the patient info bar is opened to where you can reference. Now I'm going to go into the visits module. Here is where you will see what has been done in the medical check-in process, and you'll also be able to document and review history with the click of a button. The Patient Summary tab is a good point of reference as well during your visit, as it will show past encounters, it will also show significant GYN history, any problems, medications, and any applicable blood work as well. If there's documents associated with the chart, they will also show on this page in addition. The Patient History tab is where you can update the patient's HPI, and you can document the review of systems as well. Please note that you can also enter history via the Patient History tab, but it is encouraged that patients enter this prior to their appointment via the digiChart patient portal. By utilizing the patient portal, you'll see that all of my history is pre-populated for me. The physical exam is an area where you can document by exception with the help of our quick exam. This patient is here for an annual well woman exam. So to document by exception, I will simply set the quick exam to all normal. I can then document my abnormalities throughout the course of my visit. For example, if during the course of this visit, if I'm doing my examination, I find that Elaine has an atrophic vulva, I can simply open the section for vulva. I can mark atrophic vulva, and you'll see that no atrophy will automatically uncheck itself. I'm now going to save this information, and you can see that my finding is now appearing in red. Setting the quick exam to all normal will also set the breast exam and the general exam to a normal exam as well. Just as we did with the pelvic exam, you can also document by exception on these. Please note that on the pelvic exam tab, you will also have other templates such as a colposcopic exam, an endometrial biopsy, and an IUD insertion, just to name a few. Moving on to the next tab, we have MDM, which stands for Medical Decision Making. This is where you will do all of your treatment plans, assessments of a patient, visit notes. This is where you will also diagnose a patient, order any lab work, prescribe medications, associate educational materials, and request return appointments for a patient. We recommend that users build treatment plans because the ease of dragging over one item that has my entire plan for this particular scenario allows me to continue on throughout my busy day. Selecting complete will take me to the Encounter Note tab, which will be the last step in the Visits module process. Here I can see a summary of my entire visit. I also have the option to print the Encounter Note out on this page. And if I'm doing any procedure, I also at this time have the option to add a body diagram. We have several templates available in our application, and it's also available with a color wheel to where you can make your documentation and comments. Simply selecting Save will then return you to the Encounter Note, and you'll see at the very bottom you will find your body diagram. Also, please note that throughout the course of a visit, if you are dealing with a monitor that is harder to see, smaller text, you also have the option to collapse the patient info bar by clicking on the eye at the top left, and that will increase the middle of the screen. This has been a walkthrough of a GYN visit. Thank you for listening.